Getting ready then for the C final. Top 4 from this race go into the B final. Amy Breacher has pole position for the C final. Ramona Sikauskas alongside on the front row. Jed Toole and Keith Segal on row 2. If those drivers are able to hold on to those positions, they will progress forward to the B. Trying to stop them, trying to get in, will be the likes of Joshua Halloran and Bryn Albin starting on the 3rd row of the grid. Martin Auger and Dean Everest start from the 4th row of the grid. That's a decent row to start this race from. They can do something from there. Andrew Bushell and Finn Farrow wrap out the top 10. Russell Cooper and Jagjit Singh are on row number 6. Alex Brandom and Peter Sharp will start from row number 7. Adam Wheeldon in the C final on row 8. Now that is a surprise for me. David Hamer alongside him on that 8th row. Tony Philbin and James Dunnett on row number 9. Tim Clark and Matt Hugo are on row number 10. James Browning and Luke Dunnett are on row number 11. Bartek Barankowski and Matthew Cliff are on row number 12. Sam Morris and Ross O'Brien on row 13, Simon Sharp and Liam Rogers on row 14. Away they go in grid order. No practice laps ahead of a C final. So out on circuit they go. Conditions still dry. The clouds continuing to threaten here at Whilton Mill.
Conditions still dry, but sky still ominous.
Yeah,
is how I would describe it. Although that shot looks a bit more scenic, but that looks to me like a bit of a foreboding cloud look in the background.
The key bit will be, what's the wind doing? Is that cloud aiming towards us, or skirting around us, or away from us?
There's a few drivers who. I love the way that rain suits are sort of.
Good shot of flags. That means I think that cloud's going away from us. I think that's what we had earlier. Although saying that, my sources are saying 15 minutes to the next.
I'm not convinced, because they're blowing away from camera, and the ominous cloud was behind David on the camera as we were looking at it, I thought.
Remain to see.
We may both be failing. We may be failing a spatial awareness test right here live on air.
One of us is. C final ready then. Amy Breacher on pole position in the blue and pink suits there, black and pink lid. Good chance for a B final here. Just got to get eyes forward of the front row, not fight too hard. 12 minutes on the clock. Lights are green. Away we go for the C final. Amy Breacher leads into the first couple of corners. Jed Toole trying to hold around the outside of Ramona Sikauskas there and has got the job done. Good start for Jed Toole, up to P2 straight away. Side by side for 4th between Halloran and Segal. Is everybody going to get through Christmas corner? Yeah, just about. It's a good start for those at the front of the field.
And if there's one person, when I was talking about it's quite a novice field, if there's one person with the experience to know what to do, Keith Segal is the man.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. It's been racing in Club 100 for a very long time. I'm still getting used to him not being in his old Firestone suits, though. Having raced against Keith
I think we're
quite
into
a few times in my early years in Club 100.
I know what you mean. I think we're into the 2nd season of wearing it, though. We better
still
we need to swat
wrong.
up.
Still feels wrong. Many a time I've been behind that Firestone suit thinking, oh no, I've got to get past Keith. He's a firm racer, loves his racing. Great to see him back here for another season of Club 100 sprints. So the situation end of lap 1, top 3 are clear. They need to work together now. They're already being closed in by Segal and Halloran. Down the inside there goes the number 16, that's Bryn Alban. Getting past Dean Everest. So we've got a race on here, Howard. This is not going to be one of those where the top 4 run away. It's, oh no, off and out goes Bryn Alban. Got it all wrong downhill into Ashby Corner. It's so easy to do, and he will not be progressing through to the B final.
probably the only person to know that Dean Everest has a penalty is Dean Everest.
Correct.
And us, and you at home, and around the circuit. But those on track won't, unless they've memorised everyone's number and recognise everyone's race suit, they probably won't know that. So he's still very much a physical element in this battle on track.
I think we've both been in that situation in years gone by, where you're that focused on what's going on your little bit of the circuit. You're not concerning yourself with stuff like that.
Yeah, quite frankly, if you see a penalty on the board, you care if it's your number.
Yes.
In the first instance. Yeah, that's definitely an aspect to bear in mind. Fastest lap of the race that last time around, Jed Toole, a 55.0. But Amy Breacher also setting a PB on that one. But there isn't a lot of incentive to break ranks and start battling on this one.
Still too early.
Yeah.
Way too early. Way too risky as well.
We are looking at the 96 of Tim Clark.
We are indeed.
Running in 14th place. Finn Farrow on his tail in the 97. And that is Simon Sharp versus Sam Morris.
I like this as well. We've been talking about iRacing a lot today. This is very iRacing now. Yes, because on timing he's Tim Clark 2.
Yes. That is very iRacing.
That'll be a Club 100 and BUKC database thing. We've had a Tim Clark beforehand. Now we've got Tim Clark 2. Doesn't work with Chris Powell's though, because one of them's a Christopher.
Yes, there you go. That is actually, we've got to say, there are certain regulations about you have to have tested a Club 100 kart since the year, they have to maintain a database of everyone who's driven a Club 100 kart since 2001, I want to say.
Yep.
In order to know that you have successfully completed a test before going into a racing situation. Here we are, though, back at the front.
Now, this is a particularly galling situation for Bryn Albin. He's a lap down, but he's clearly got very, very good pace.
Yes.
And if he'd not spun off, I think would have been good for getting a top 4 here.
Yeah. Has to be said. So, that spin on the outside of Ashby. 72 there, fending off the 20. That is still Joshua Halloran and Dean Everest, but bear in mind that Dean Everest has a 4-position penalty. This, though, is Keith Segal versus Andrew Bushell for the... I'm just trying to work this out. No, it is, at the moment, it is for the last... The first of those who do not get promoted, unfortunately. As having a look now is Martin Auger. No, sorry, it's Adam Wheeldon who's gained 2 positions there. So here it is. Adam Wheeldon is starting to come into play in this race. A driver who we wouldn't ordinarily expect to be finishing his day in the C final. What can he do in the closing stage of this race? Because he has done what you said was crucial, Andrew. He has worked his way up through the field cleanly and without penalty, as far as I can tell at the moment. So what can the driver number 79 do in the last few moments? He's got to get past Keith Segal. Or he and Keith have to work together, either or. But they've got to get themselves onto the back. I don't think he can't do it. It's 5 seconds. 5 seconds, a big gap.
Adam's praying for rain right now, that it falls, and it falls now. And he can nip through past Keith Segal. Saying that it's just had a change for the lead. Amy Breacher has just gone to the front of the order.
Side by side.
Both of them were outside track limits there. Adam Wheeldon is through. So Dean Everest has a penalty, so that takes the number 79 to 5th place. Here is the leading trio. No, it's not the leading trio, because again, that's Albin a lap down. Bartek Breacher has taken the lead here.
Barankovsky has just got a black flag, so unfortunately he has to pull into the pit lane and will lose out heavily.
Cone penalty for Luke Dunnett. That's not important in terms of who's going to the B final. Where is Luke at the moment? He's in 10th place. So getting a decent haul of points. Unfortunately, will drop 1 point because of that cone penalty. 67 seconds to go, so there should be 2 laps unless there's a one. Oh no, it is the last lap. Apologies, a slight timing glitch at our end. So this is the last lap then. as the number 72 is fighting with the number 20 and might not know that number 20 has a penalty. This will be nervous for Joshua Halloran, and side by side for the lead of the race as well, Amy Breacher and Jed Toole. There is a trophy, of course, for winning the C final, so this does have something for it. This is a great scrap, side by side.
Into Wilkins.
Yeah, into Wilkins. Jed Toole trying to get the cut back into Ozies, gets the lead back. Will Amy Breacher get the run down the back straight? Great racing here at Whilton Mill. They are side by side again down the back straight into the boot. Amy Breacher's back through. Great progress of corners back and forth between these two. Can Amy Breacher hold on? Here comes Ramona Sakauskas at the inside. Amy Breacher wins the C final. A really entertaining race. Jed Toole can't believe it, but at least he gets into the B final. Joshua Halloran gets fourth on the road, so it's Breacher, Sakauskas, Toole and Halloran, your top four, going through to the B final. Dean Everest fifth, but has a penalty. Adam Wheeldon, not his day, in sixth place. Martin Auger seventh. Russell Cooper, Luke Dunnett and Keith Segal wrapping out the top 10. Tony Philbin 11th. Andrew Bushell 12th. Peter Sharp in 13th. Tim Clark in 14th. Simon Sharp 15th. Good drive that from Simon from the back of the field. Ross O'Brien 16th. Finn Farrow 17th. Sam Morris, David Hamer and Alex Brandon wrapping out the top 20. Matt Hugo, James Browning, James Dunnett, Liam Rogers, Bryn Albin, top 25. Bryn Albin, unfortunately a lap down, and also had the fastest lap of the race, 54.675. It's an opportunity gone, I think, for the number 16. Jagjeet Singh.